Hello, hello. Sunday the 12th of September. We'll do a daily challenge, see if we can creep up to gold there after yesterday's interesting one. Okay, first thing we need to look up is this strange formation in the sky. Now the first thing we need to look at is the pole here. Got stuff on it there. Yeah, it says AEH. Interesting. Autoerotic hibernation. Anyway, come on. The sun is in the south, I would say. That's northern hemisphere. These look like, they almost look like, there's an interesting blend of tree here actually, because these sort of look olivey kind of tree thing. My words aren't with me today, but then what the heck are these? Funny conifers. Anyway, we're not here to be exploring the scenery. We've only got 3 minutes, and in fact, we've only got just over 2 minutes left now. Try and work out where on earth we are. That's a very British-looking green wheelie bin. Imagine it is not one. Can't really make much. What's that? Can't really make much out of that. Let's continue. I want to be looking at all the things. There was a bird box back there next to the road. I don't think it was a sign. I'm choosing to believe it wasn't a sign, so I can justify the fact that I've gone past it. Where do we feel like we are then? So it sort of feels like Mediterranean Europe to me. And, you know, could it be old Sardinia again? Or Corsica? Of course it could be. However, it could also be Greece. We have Ligorno, Nafplio, Epidavros Theatre. All right, well, we're in Greece. That was another option. The only trouble is, so we've got 30 kilometres. Ah, Nafplion. That's the one, and that's to the sort of westish, I guess. Epidavros Theatre. Oh, we might actually be okay here. Are we on this road, perhaps? Epidavros Theatre is in 9. Ligorno is in 5. So it could be on one of these roads. This one sort of looks like it's twisty, windy. There's Epidavros. There's... Can we find Epidavros Theatre, though? Unless that's it. The Temple of... Oh no, Temple of such and such at Epidavros. Oh, we're not far off here, are we? I think we've got to say we're on that road then. No, we're on this road. And let's work it out. So 30 to that place, 5 to that place. Epidavros Theatre must be sort of round there. Yeah, I'm going to say we're about here is where we started. I can't get much closer than that at the moment because I've only got 1 second left. But that'll do. Oh, we were on that road. Interesting. I'm just going to turn my phone on silent because it's going bing bong, because that means the cats are waiting at the patio door, waiting to come in. Oh, baby. Oh, no. Hang on. Scarlett, let them in. Luna needs to be let in, Mummy. Here we go. A little insight into my life there. We've got a little Amazon Blink camera that shows us when the cats are at the back door, because we don't have a cat flap and we don't want to leave the door open because then other cats can come into the house, which is not good. And also Luna caught a feral pigeon today and she would have brought it in and feathers would have been everywhere. So that's why we leave it closed. Anyway, that's going. So I just let her know with the talk function on the camera because she's down there. I don't think she heard her phone. We're 10 points away, 2 miles. That's really good for a grease round. You can get some really bad grease rounds because you're like, oh, I can see a thing and it's this island here or whatever, but that's good. Next. What is that? Is that the Greenland flag? No, I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I mean, this could be Greenland. We're on the west coast of wherever the heck we are. Yeah, this is Nuuk. So I recognise that guy up there. This will be Nuuk in Greenland, and in fact, we're not going to mess around. We're just going to go straight in, and I'm going to find it for you. So where's the guy on top of the thing? Is it him? Hernhut Husset? Could be. I would imagine we're down here somewhere. I think this is where we are anyway, unless of course it's a bit further up and the guy standing on top of the hill is something a bit different. But well, let's have a look then, shall we? So what have we got? We've got a road here that sort of runs right along the edge. Can't see any. It curves around there, so that would suggest, yeah, you know, we've got something that comes out here. Church of Our Saviour. Hang on. Iconic redwood church dating to 1849. That's that boy there. We're here then. We're somewhere a bit closer to here because it comes round there, much like it does there. And in fact, we're possibly a little bit higher up. Ministry of Magic souvenir store. Sorry. Now she's being told off, the cat that's just been let in, because she's eating the other cat's food. Oh dear. Mummy's laying down the law. Lots of people have an issue with the fact that we call each other mummy and daddy when we're talking about the cats, but they'll have issue then. Like, I don't care. Come on, we're not really getting very far here. I'm just sort of scrolling. We've got a curve in the road, a little bend in the road. There it is. Right, okay. And we've got a big building to our right. That's here. We're just about halfway down it. I think we're there. Let's have a quick look back there because I'd like to get this bit right. So we scroll down. There's a road off that way, and then it turns into a sort of fork. I see. Okay, so the road sort of technically goes across to there. This bit, I guess, doesn't count on the map. But yeah, here we are in Greenland. You know, there's no rush, is there? Why don't we go back? We're going to have a nice look at that church. You know, there's the chap up on the hill. Can't quite get to the church. There's the Danish flag. Yeah, is that the Greenlandic flag? I think it must be. But I don't know if it actually is or not. Lots of canoes, kayaks, if you want to call them. Anyway, I think we're set, aren't we, with our guess? Boom. 2 yards. I was even closer than Corndog, the top guesser. Well, that's good. That's a solid, 9,990 points thus far. Let's continue in that vein, please. Ooh, dear. All right, doesn't matter. Don't be disheartened. We're in Mediterranean Europe again, I think. The sun is directly in the west, directly in the west. But this doesn't feel like Southern Hemisphere. This feels like possibly Italy, possibly Greece. Currently. Let's see. We're going to spend a little bit of time just running along the road here as fast as we can, just to try and get some signs. We're in a murk here. That's interesting. That sign will just be it's a curve. We don't care about. White number plates. Can't really tell which side of the road we're driving on because we're driving on both sides of the road here concurrently. 2 minutes left. How do you look? You look, I mean, as one would expect. I can never... he's on the right, okay. Again, that doesn't tell us anything. That just means we're in mainland Europe somewhere. I feel it's Albania for some reason. Hang on. Turan. We've had this. Oh god, we've had this. Where was Turan? Baba Aliat Turan Tekea. Do you remember? We had this a few weeks ago. And I said, oh. And was this the one that felt like Albania but wasn't? Turan. Oh no, I can't remember. I think it was down here somewhere. We'll go there for now. Turan. But Baba Aliat Takea, well, I'm sure some of that made sense as well. Well, no, I think it's Albania. Let's carry on. Although we carried on last time, we didn't find anything down this way, I'm sure. So what? Come on, we're in sort of mountainous country. Turan. Got to find this. Let's start at the bottom, work our way up. Haven't got long. Work up around the border at the moment, because I don't know why. Got a slight feeling we might be close to a border. Turan. Been quite close to the border here, so if I've scrolled across it, I do apologise. I don't think we're any Tourage. I don't think we're any further north than this necessarily, because it feels quite warm. Oh, well, there's no more Albania further north than this, is there? Turan, Turan, Turan. Just not finding anything. There's Tirana. Yeah. I think we're just going to go there, right in the mountain park. Oh, I should have left it. We were down here. No. I can't see Turan down there, though. But again, I felt, before we saw that, just before we saw that sign, I felt, feels like Albania somehow. And lo and behold, it was Albania. But by the time we got to that bit, I have no excuse, because were we going this way? Yeah, this was the way we were going, Turan. We need to go that way next time, go and see what's down here, because that would have been a lot more helpful. But that way we definitely sort of started about here before and went the same way and found that. And I think, I can't remember where I guessed in the end. I think I guessed somewhere like Croatia and got it massively wrong. But yeah, Albania. 29 miles away, 4845. We've got to remember Turan is sort of down here. Down in the south, as I was saying. Hello, Luna. Did you catch a pigeon, you naughty girl? You caught a pigeon and you're so happy with yourself. Play the next round. Okay, straight off. Sun's in the north. Southern hemisphere. This feels like Africa to me. And we're going backwards. That's good. Let's go this way. It feels like we're coming from this way because of all the dust. It'd be nice for once for me to go the way the car is going, not the opposite way. I'd always seem to do it. Always seem to go the opposite way. Oh no, hang on. No, there's a load of dust. What was I just saying? We're going the opposite way. Oh, hello. Okay. Well, we can't get any further there. Anything we can glean off this? Not massively. It still feels like South Africa to me. Turn to the start. No, this feels like dust here as well. Maybe there's just dust everywhere in this part of the world. It's dusty. Okay, we're not going to get much here unless we keep going. North to south, fairly long, very, very, very minor road. Basically north to south for a long way. Lots of noises happening. I must trust that Scala knows what she's doing with the cats. Well, she knows what she's doing, but I must trust that she's there and she can sort them out, not for me to have to. Because I work from home, so basically I'm just responsible for the cats all day, every day, during the week. So it's hard to switch that off sometimes, even when you know someone else is around. But that's how it goes. And I know lots of people say, oh, cats, they don't require any attention. Well, they do if you want them to flourish and be happy, healthy girlies. Let's go east. So we're east to west on a slightly larger but still really quite small road. We've only got a minute left, just over. We're driving on the, hang on the right. I don't think this is South Africa then, because I'm sure in South Africa they drive on the left. We are in Brazil. Okay. That is really helpful. Does that say anything? It doesn't really say much. I always get Brazil wrong as well, so that's exceptionally good news that we found that. I was even thinking, as we came up to that, I thought, not happy about this being thingy. All right, well, we're going to... Africa. We're going to go down here. It's sort of... there. It's impossible to say at the moment. I think we just go further until we find a road sign, right? That's Ponte. We know there's a bridge. Stop telling us about bridges. We want to know about places. Where are some places? How does this look? It's quite green, but it is quite dusty. So I'd say we're a little further south in Brazil, but also not too far off. I don't know. We're there. Just north of there. There you go. It's so difficult. If you don't find anything, it's so difficult. We were quite north. And we were off the road that went up there. There you go. That's a shame. 1,000 miles away. That's why I hate getting Brazil in this. When you're just on some long, dusty road. I should have spent more time going along that road as fast as I could until I saw a sign, because you know, you're just never going to find anything. And I think it was telling me that something was a bit further ahead, but I didn't see a road number or anything. Ah, that's a real shame. That's a real shame. But we live and carry on, don't we? Play next round. Accept. Oh, Reverend Knott's challenge. Don't think I'll be doing that right now. What have we got here? We're in India or Bangladesh, judging by this language. Bangladesh. We are in Chittagong, Bangladesh. It's not somewhere I'm familiar with, but I'm sure we'll find it fairly quickly. Chattogram, maybe. Is it Chattogram? It doesn't look like that says Chattogram, but maybe it's just like a. Come on, get further over. Oh, we can't. Chittagong. Chittagong. Is that the same thing as Chattogram? That's the thing. Probably not. Let's have a really good scroll. Got lots of time here. Gabargram. Silhet. No language, Silheti. See, I just wonder if we are actually here. Chittagong, there you go. Okay, so it's a similar thing. In Agrabad CIA or Agrabad something. Bagadat Road, Buddhist Temple Road. Might be quite difficult to do this. We'll put ourselves in the middle, and then we'll have another look around at what's going on. So we're on an east to west road that's quite long. Yeah, really quite long. Ambia Group Holdings, Singapore, Bangkok, something. A huge to let for advertisement sign isn't doing its job. Massive central square here. And my goodness, Standard Bank Limited. Oh, hello, Commerce College, Agrabad Access Road. Airport is to the south. Shaha something airport is to the south. Where could this be? Airport, 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 airport. Did I just see Agrabad Road? I don't think I did. But are we strictly east to west here? Hang on. If we look dead down that road, yeah, that's definitely east to west, but then it sort of takes a bit of a turn here and goes slightly south as it hits the northern crossover. I just don't know. It's really difficult, but we're somewhere here anyway. Chittagong, see? Can we find anything more out? There was a sign saying about a college somewhere, wasn't there? Come on. We've got the Shah Amanat International Airport, Commerce College to the east. We see Commerce College. Where is this airport? South. There's not a lot of south though, that's the trouble. Unless it's sort of saying, you know, go south to connect to the road. Well, we're somewhere here. There we are. Ah, Singapore Bangkok Market. Damn. Government Commerce College. Agrabad Access Road, that's the one. It said AC, didn't it? Well, 5 points away. That's doable. I'm just glad we found the right place in Bangladesh. Whew, goodness gracious. And that was the last round. 21,525. That is not quite a gold medal, I don't think. No, it's not. We're just shy by 100 points. So it's not, sorry, 1,000 points. We're not doing brilliantly there. But we did okay. Overall, I mean, the first two and the final rounds really helped there, but everyone seemed to struggle on that fourth round with Brazil. No surprises there. Right, we're going to do a Diverse World Challenge for you because I've been enjoying doing that recently, and it seems that you guys are enjoying playing along. So, no moving, 3 minutes challenge. Again, if you want to suggest any challenges that I can do, whether it's no moving, panning, or zooming, or different maps, or whatever, stick it in the comments. I'd be really interested to see. Here's the URL. It'll be in the description. Let's go. Pause the video and play along with me. Round by round. Here we go. All right, no moving. And already I'm scared. Right, what can we make out of this then? So, we're driving on the right. It doesn't feel like the USA. It feels like Europe. And in fact, I can see the number plate there. It's white with a little blue bit there, which means we're in the EU. Good. The only bit of text I think I can see, let's look at this family first. baby with pink hair, and a very smiling mother. Ah, as she's half obscured by tree. We've got Silo G. Ah, hang on. Silo G. And actually, that little thing there is enormously helpful because I only know 2 countries where they do that. One of them is Croatia. I mean, they probably do it in loads of different countries, and I'm just making myself look like an ass saying this, but Croatia, they definitely do it. I can't see any more around though. It's not Hungary. It could be Croatia, but it could also be, and it's often Lithuania. So we could be up here somewhere. So, aha, Nekast. Nekast. Is there a place called Nekast in Lithuania? Because if it's the road that leads to Nekast, or got a town called Nekast nearby, then that's great. And that sounds like it could be a Lithuanian word as well. Nekast. We've got Dupstas. You know, you've got to justify these things somehow, haven't you? Okay, I can't see a Nekast with a quick check like that. I've got a feeling we're going to be going nearish to the capital, Vilnius, but we'll see. Nekast. That might not be a T. It might be Nekasi or Nekastana or whatever. I don't know. Silo G is that way. Got 1 minute left. Don't let yourself get sidetracked too much. Lithuania is in the EU, so that's good news. No doubt if I'd learned these, I'd be able to tell you those are Lithuanian poles. That says 20, does it? We're going east to west. Should we see if we can find a blue road that says 20? Oh, goodness. I think they're all 4 numbers then, aren't they? 4-digit roads, these the blue ones. So I'd imagine that's not actually... Oh, it doesn't even say 20, I'd imagine. Anything else we can see? Road markings? No. Alright, well, we'll just have to go Lithuania then. So it's sort of east to west, quite a long way. It's not a very big road. I would imagine we're not on an A road, we're on a yellow road. And I think we'll go somewhere along here, perhaps. I did say I'd go close to the capital though, didn't I? And that was a gut feeling, so we'll go there. There we are. That's why we go with gut feelings sometimes. Shall we have a little scroll in and see what we were on? We were on the 106, so we didn't see that. Silo G is off that way. Please forgive the pronunciation, of course. Excuse me. Can we see anything Nekas? Nekas something or other? I don't think we can. I'm not sure what that was referencing, but it's good to keep an eye on everything you can see. I'm super happy we went there. I don't know why, I just had the vibe that we were close to a major city, and that being the capital, I thought, yeah, very happy we changed from up there. I'd left myself zoomed in and then was like, oh yeah, let's click there, and then, yeah, that's a good start. I feel like I'm going to have beaten you all on that one if I'm lucky. All right, second round. Second round takes us to driving on the left. It appears... Oh, I was going to try going down the street thinking, yeah, we can get this, but that sucks. Yeah, we're on the left because we've got a giveaway sign there. That's good. Lost Redwood Drive? Something like that, perhaps? Excuse me. It's quite mountainous. This looks like New Zealand to me. I mean, there's the Shire there. This very, very much feels like New Zealand. And driving on the left makes sense for that. There's a camper van there. That also makes sense. It's in English. The sun. Well, let's check the sun. Yeah, it's in the north. Those mountains, though, they scream New Zealand. And it doesn't feel quite as open and expansive as Australia might. I could be wrong, but yeah, I just feel this is New Zealandy. What road do we have here? McClure Place? Macbert? Macbert Place is Hobbiton. We've got lovely trees, exceptionally green here. I mean, this could be Teletubbies land as well, couldn't it? Got a little white and red van over there. So what have we got? We've got mountains to the south and sort of hilly stuff to the north. Where would I feel the main town would be if indeed there is a main part to this area? Probably that way because it looks flatter. I get a feeling that it's more built up over there though. Looks like there's more mountains as well. Okay, I'm not very good with New Zealand, if I'm honest. We've got mountains everywhere down there. Do we have a lot up here? I know in Auckland you've got a lot of, a lot of sort of builty up areas, we'll call them. How about in Wellington? Where the heck is Wellington? There it is. Yeah, similar, maybe. Do I get the feeling that there is sea to the south? I really don't. Not with snow-capped peaks. So I don't think we're down there. I think if anywhere, we're going to be further up. Auckland, I don't necessarily feel we're in a city here. I don't think it's Hamilton because that's definitely a bit bigger. Could be on the outskirts though. I just think we're somewhere. It could be Christchurch. We've got some big mountains up there, I've got to say, to the south, to the east. So we've got sea to the east. No, I don't think so. We've got to go somewhere. We've got 20 seconds left. I think we're going to have to go central New Zealand because it could just be anywhere as far as I'm concerned. And I think we're going to go somewhere like... we've got most of the mountains to the south, so I think we're going to go somewhere like Wakefield. No, we're going to go... Yeah, we're going to go Wakefield. Why not? I mean, there you go. Big mountains to the south, a little bit all around. Central New Zealand to try and get it, well, sort of centralish New Zealand overall to try and get it right. Not a major city. And that is the absolute most insane thing I have ever seen in my life. Lord Auckland Road, that said, and it said Harcourt Place. Okay, you've just witnessed one of my finest guesses. There's definitely some luck there. I will not take that away from your argument, but at the same time, I think I definitely used some sense there. I'm a bit gutted I didn't go further in and put myself on a road, because if I had, I'd have probably gone around here. Can you imagine? But I'll take 4 points deducted for that. That's... Well, I am unbelievably happy with that. Let's move on. Let's see if we can repeat capturing lightning in a bottle. Okay, sun's in the south. Good start. We are in the northern hemisphere. Ooh. Oh, now this is interesting. Dashes on the side of the road. Again, I don't know what that means, but we'll start looking at things like that to try and get it in mind. And we just about cannot see that. What does it say? Don't think it's Greek. If anything, I'd sort of say it maybe looks Spanish. Something a casa? Pote perglo a casa? Yeah. That I cannot read. But it will probably say 100 meters. What have we got down there? Lots of quite flat-topped mountains. We've got some sort of terracotta roofed buildings here as well. There's a, well, not terracotta necessarily, but it's definitely that sort of reddish hue to it that I associate with Mediterranean. I get the sense that there might be some sea over there. Don't know why. Again, it's just one of those feelings you get. Can't quite quantify it. Late in the day, sun's quite low, or it's probably, but if the sun's that low and it's directly in the south, this must be in winter. So the fact that this is winter, see, we're using our brains here. The fact that this is winter and it's so dry and hot looking makes me think we are south. We are somewhere down here. And you know, the first thing I thought when I saw that specifically and some of this was Malta. Do I have the cojones to go Malta, though? That's the thing. We've got a minute left to decide whether I does got the cojones. Dingley Cliffs. And I did say that it feels like there's the sea. I mean, it feels like it could be kind of islandy, this. Although that's a long way away. So if we are, that's to the south, we'd be up here somewhere and looking down over lots of stuff. But I don't know about that. I don't know if I... Right, that's my second guess is Malta. Oh, I don't know. Do I go for it? Do I just go Malta? I'll put that there while I decide. Hang on. Yeah, that's about the location I'd want. Northern Malta. However, I was thinking we're probably somewhere down here. Sierra Nevada National Desert. Now we're here. We're in Spain. We have to be. I'm going South Spain. Maybe a bit further east. No, but I feel we can see all of that stuff down to the south, can't we? Those mountains down to the south. Yeah. Okay. Glad we didn't go Malta. That was one of those times you just go, no, don't do it. Disappointingly far. I thought we were much further south than that. We were really just on. Yeah, I suppose it's quite warm there, isn't it? But so what was it we could see to the south? All of this, I guess. Does it have a name, this region? Parque Natural de la Serrania de Cuenca. Cuenca. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I never did Spanish. That's a shame. Oh, and we could see that church, couldn't we, I think? Oh no, it was ruins along here we could see. Couldn't quite see over there. So my sense of the sea being over here, not quite, unless I was sensing past Barcelona. Well, that's fine. Spain was a relatively good guess. Shouldn't have gone so far south. Not bad. Not bad. It's nowhere near my New Zealand guess, but you can't always have those. All right. Now this is where we get really, really stuffed. The sun, I feel, is in the north there because that looks so bright. I mean, it looks bright everywhere, if I'm honest. Well, where is shade? Shade is there, but that's under everything. Can we see any kind of a shadow at all? Because as soon as I saw this, I thought, Thailand, maybe. This is a tricky one. Got a telegraph pole there, electricity pylon, whatever you want to call it. Oh, there's one right here. Tell me much. Looks like a bit of dead tree. Okay, so we've got sort of tropical plants, haven't we? These things don't grow anywhere north of about here. So we're certainly somewhere down here, I think. Now, what does that mean? Are we in South America? I don't think we are. This doesn't feel South American-y to me. Or Central American. And when I say we're quite far south, I don't know. I feel we've got a lot of really... It's quite lush, but it doesn't feel jungly, if that makes sense. So I don't feel we're bang on the equator, but I also don't feel we're too far north. So I think we're just right for kind of Thailand, Philippines. I don't reckon we're down here. I reckon we're up here. Excuse me. So with that in mind, I'm going to have one last little pan around and I'm going to have a look and we're going to go Thailand. Is my guess. There are just no buildings, no cars, no vehicles, no people, no signs, no anything. We are just going on the climate, the positioning of, well, I was going to say the positioning of the sun, but I think it's directly overhead, which would suggest we're close to the equator, in fairness. And Thailand is relatively close to the equator as far as relative to the UK, where I'm from. Buriram. So it's quite mountainous here, it feels. We could be in a national park. Or maybe not mountainous, but hilly. It feels hilly. We say we're here? That feels good. We're on an east to west section of around here. Yeah, I'm going to go there. We're just there, in Thailand. It's relatively central Thailand as well, so if we've messed it up and we're actually further north, it's not too bad. If we're down here, then, you know, I have to live with that. But I don't know. I almost feel like we could be, but there's something telling me that we're not that far south. Guess. Oh, no. Well, it certainly was temperate. You can't argue with me saying that it felt quite temperate, but I didn't think it was that temperate. Oh no, we're but a stone's throw from our best guess of all time, and possibly this is one of the worst guesses of all time. 26 points. You're all going to catch up there if you were behind at all. New Zealand. I wonder if I'd thought about New Zealand, would I have gone, yeah, that feels right actually. Because you'll remember I was saying it doesn't feel jungly, and I don't think Thailand feels necessarily jungly, but I just got to admit, hands up, I got that completely wrong. I'm trying to argue my way into saying, oh God, I hate that so much. Really wish you wouldn't. I'm trying to argue myself into thinking that I almost had a hint that actually it could have been New Zealand. And actually, in hindsight, yeah, I can see that that could have been New Zealand, but there's no way I thought it was. If I'd thought about it, if someone had given me a multiple choice and said, is this Thailand, New Zealand, or Indonesia? I might have gone, oh, now New Zealand's interesting, but I wonder how far I'd have gone down there. Anyway, final round. We messed up. That says Vattenbygda. Vattenbygda. Which makes me think, I mean, what are those? Those yellow signs remind me of Iceland, but this is not Iceland. No, this is Scandinavia for sure, but I think yellow in the centre of the road, these red poles don't tell me anything. A little bit of mountainous stuff. Is it even, excuse me, I'm so sorry, is it even mountain? Oh, hello, hang on. We're in Norway. Thank you. I was going to say it's either Norway or Denmark here, but that flag, billowing not at all, has told me that we are in Norway, which is a shame because Norway is flipping massive. Vattenbygda, which looks to be a collection of 4 houses. That's not going to be on the map. Very big. Do we have anything else that can help us? We're sort of in a relatively remote, relatively mountainous. There's a couple of roads coming off. There's a little bridge, so we've got a little fjord or a stream of some kind, haven't we? I think maybe. I mean, there's Vestbygda. So why don't we just scroll around? You know, I don't think we're too far north because it doesn't look desperately cold. I don't think we're up anywhere higher than Trondheim, essentially. So let's work our way down. See if we can find Vattenbygda. Overbygda. I wonder what Bygda means. In Bygda. I wonder what Vatten means as well. Vattenbygda. Okay. I don't think we're necessarily here either in all of the really sort of archipelago-y kind of areas. Doesn't have that feel to it. Feels like we're sort of central. So that's going to be my other guess. Again, just instinct, just a feeling. You gotta go with these feelings. That's Sweden, isn't it? Yeah, the good thing is Norway's not a very wide country, so I can do this quite quickly. Vattenbygda, come on, let's speed it up because we've only got 30 seconds left. I've already said I don't think we're there. Oh, we're going to put ourselves there. There you go. Galdbygda. Feels about right, somewhere there. Bernabygd. Vattenbygda. 20 seconds, come on. Come on, let's just stumble across this. If we can, I'm going to be so pleased. Overbygda, Inbygda, Standbygda. There's a lot of Bygdas here. Got skiing there as well, that's weird. I don't think we're skiing territory. No, I think we're further south than that. Oh, wow. We're going to go there. Yeah, I think we're somewhere there. Wow, we're not very far north, he says, knowing absolutely nothing about anything. And we would never have seen Vattenbygda because it's not even on the map. Oh, wow, I was wrong on so many counts. We were really far north. That sort of basically is the sea. I said we're not in the archipelago-y kind of areas where it's all lots of fjords and things. Turns out we were. Yeah, there you go. And I said it didn't look particularly cold or mountainous, and this sort of is both according to the map. So, wow, I've done some interesting ones and some terrible ones here. We got the right country at least. I mean that's something to go by, isn't it? 3,302 points. It's not the end of the world. If someone's gone Iceland, they've gone worse. But I think you're all going to beat me on that one too. Interesting. 17,217. Not brilliant. Especially because of round 4. That's where we really fell down. We'd be at over 20k if we'd got that anywhere closer. If we thought it was New Zealand, we'd be on 4,000. But I think really my hat has to go off partly to Lithuania. That was a really good start. Round 2 was amazing as well, obviously. I'm just going to go back and have a quick look at round 2 because I think that's one of the best guesses I've ever made in my life. Less than a mile from the right place. I'm just blown away by that. That's a good bit of luck, but a good bit of deduction as well. And then some less good stuff afterwards. Please play along. Let me know how you did in the comments. Tell me about your experiences. I see the scores, but I want to hear your experiences and how you found those rounds, especially how you found round 4 in New Zealand and round 2 in New Zealand, because those were both my best and my worst guesses, and they were about 100 miles from each other. Anyhow, love and peace to all of you. I've got a Sunday to get on with. I will see you on the next video tomorrow. Thank you so much, and goodbye.